Right, now there's a sundog there. And where was the other one? And I think just above that cloud there's another one, but I thought they were spraying. I saw a few trails going weirdly. There's a semicircle, an arc from there across to there-ish. I don't know if I've mentioned before, but I've always noticed that sundogs appear after spraying, but they don't last all day, just a certain amount of time they will last. Well, I say they don't last all day, some do, but very often the ones I've seen, there's just a little bit for a while, not long after that I've seen the trail appear. Another sundog. If you look, normal clouds, but those aren't, and neither's that. Everywhere you look, there are them. There's one through there. I've watched them all morning. Now, no cloud is straight. If you look behind the poplars, I mean, look at this. This is just totally it. If you look up, let's see, where are we? Somewhere at the top of this tree, you see a little wispy bit coming down, but that's just a wispy bit. There's bits going across all of it, and above that cloud there, it's like from all of that up there, all of that. I'm watching them do it. There's a plane now in there. That's not leaving any trail. So there's proof. There's one leaving a trail. And all that wispy cloud, look behind the poplars, you can see remains of trails going in the same direction. And quite clearly there is a sundog, and that is stuff in the cloud. And interestingly, it's not every time they chemtrail that happens, because the sun is always out, because they can't predict where the clouds are going to take it so easily. But yeah, there's not always sundogs, so that implies, or that indicates, that it's a different substance every time. So for sundogs to appear, there's something different than when it isn't. So in some of the footage you'll see of mine, there were no sundogs, even though the sun was out. Now, there's something not right about the colours over there, but it's not really coming out in this. In fact, you can't, I'm not even sure you can see what I can see. But I'll tell you something else. My phone hasn't been sending messages. And what, oh no, I can see the colours now. Can you see it there? Middle of the shot? I don't know if it's coming out here. It's very hard to see because I'm looking into the glare of the sun. But see those colours? Oh, it's gone. No, it's still there. No. Those colours aren't natural. They're caused by something else, and I know that because I've been outside for, well, over half my life, and most of my life I've spent outside. If you've watched any of my, either of my channels. But yeah, they did some spraying today, and I think this cloud formation is to do with it. I don't think that's natural. It's just the way that whatever they've sprayed has dispersed quite quickly. But what has happened is that I can't send any phone messages. And usually, and one of the things I hear about chemtrails and what the stuff that's being done is that it creates the EMF and plays havoc with electric stuff. Well, and phone signals, etc, etc. And that you see, that is not natural. There is no way that that is natural from a natural cloud at this time of year. Absolutely 100% no. And anyone who says it is being paid to say it or has an agenda. Now that isn't natural or just general aircraft waste. And a few minutes later, it's the grid patterns that I find interesting. You know, that's proper Coventration. And if you don't know what that word means, maybe you can look it up. But basically, when the Nazis bombed Coventry, and I've got a personal association with it, they went north to south and east to west and destroyed the city, completely destroyed it. And then that's what we did to the Nazis every night until the war was over. Yeah, thousands and thousands of bombs. I think it was 200,000. Was it 200,000 they dropped on Coventry? But so the Nazis called it Coventrating from Coventry. And I'm convinced chemtrails are doing that. Now I see this quite commonly. And I know they're chemtrailing, it's so obvious because I see the grid patterns. But often there's two planes flying together. What I'm guessing is one has one thing and one has another, because if they were carried in the same vessel, it would be dangerous. But it's okay to let them both out, one slightly behind the other, and they mix together in the air. I've seen this quite a lot. You know, commercial aircraft don't fly like that. Three flying together. Now normally on a Tuesday I see chemtrails most of the day. Well, oh, speak of the devil. But that's not doing anything, that one. But look, Clear sky, all blue, all blue. And oh look, two planes. The reason I say that's weird is because I haven't seen a plane all day, and very often they're just non-stop. So it proves, doesn't it, that they're not commercial traffic that I see? I mean, I've watched a clear blue sky go from being clear blue to being cloudy, but with no clouds, by watching the planes go and the trails they leave and watching what happens to them. Well, it's lovely here, but look, those clouds, they aren't natural. That's a result of trailing. And basically, if you're up early like I am and outside, you get to see what goes on before everybody wakes up or while everyone's rushing to go to work in cities and towns. See, without the trailing, this would be a clear blue sky now. And it's not done for our benefit, whatever they say.